All right, we're going to learn how to use the sound effects library. First things first. Along your dock, find the little blue dude surfing on a golden shovel. It's a program called Metadigger. You click on it. We will have already scanned the files together, so that's just loading up the sound effects library into this program called Metadigger. Metadigger is not the library or the source of the library. It's actually called Sound Ideas. But it's a nice little searchable database. In any case, we'll have gone over scanning the files. Skip, you have a search field to be able to narrow in on or narrow down the 22,000 sounds. Autoplay, if that's clicked, or you can click on sounds and play them. Autoplay, kind of useful, but since there are sounds that are, a couple minutes or so, it's sometimes useful not to, or it's annoying. The other two main buttons we're going to talk about are the choose work folder and copy to work folder, and that's about that. So what I want you to do, and I want you to do this along with me at this point, is I want you to find your session folder, project 3. All right, pretend I'm not doing this right now. There, as always, there's an audio files folder. I already have some effects in here, that's why it's full. Bounce files folder, I haven't bounced anything, it's empty. Video, haven't done anything. PTX, this is a session file. Really important to start to understand the difference between a folder and a file. In any case, I want you to go in this folder and I want you to go to File, New Folder, or Shift Command N. I want you to call it SFX, Sound Effects. And this is just going to be an intermediate destination for our sound effects that we're going to import into our session. All right, so we're going to go back to Metadigger and I'm going to put in a couple search terms. Actually, before we do that, I'm going to choose my work folder. So over here, I click on choose work folder, and yours might say 5th period or 7th period, 2nd period. Click on your desktop, find your session folder, open it up, single click on SFX. I suppose if you double click, you'd be all right too, and click on open. Why it played that, I'm not exactly sure, but now I have my SFX folder lined up to be the destination for anything I want to keep. So for now, I'm going to type in, let's see, it's Halloween growl. That just sounds gross, like someone's going to spit. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So anytime I hear something that hey, be quiet. Anytime I hear something I might want to use, I'm just going to highlight it and I'm going to click copy to work folder. And at that point, it's in my sound effects folder that I created. Whoa, dude's angry. One of my favorite kind of creative, scary sounds is the espresso frother. I'm going to copy that to my work folder. There it is. All right, keeping things short today. Now we're going to go into Pro Tools. We're going to go File and Import Audio, because these are audio files. I'm going to talk about this window for a second. These sound effects, our entire sound effects library was recorded at 48 kilohertz, 24-bit. So our sessions, at least I've asked you to set them up at 44.1 24-bit. So we need to convert these in order to be able to use them in our session. They need to convert down. We need to down bounce them to 44.1. If our session was at 48, it wouldn't say convert here, it would say copy, because in the conversion process, it takes the original, it makes a copy, and converts it. If you simply add these, then one, they won't work because of the different sample rate. They'll play back slower. But two, as or more importantly, is you want to make sure that these files are sitting in your session folder. If you ever wanted to go to a different studio or move into the bigger studio here at school, copying them makes sure that they're packaged up with your session and you can go anywhere you want. Moving computers, handing it in to be graded. If you turn it in and you don't have all of the audio files in the folder, in your session folder, I wouldn't be able to see it and it wouldn't work. So anyways, quick answer. Highlight these two tracks. I just happen to click and drag over them. These two files. I'm going to click on convert. So this is just basically, these are the clips in the folder. And then these are the clips that we want to import. I'm going to hit done. And it brings up, well, where do you want to copy them to and convert them to? And this is, just to show you, on the desktop, my session folder called Macabre, and the audio files folder, which is a perfect destination. That's the default, by the way, is your current session folder, audio files folder within your current session folder. I'm going to hit open. It's converting them. And it says, do you want to put them on a new track, or do you just want them to end up in your clip list? And for this kind of purpose, I'm happy to have them on individual tracks. Now, they're not named anything that's useful, so I could double click and rename this Tiger, and then the other one Espresso, and they're there in our session. Okay, so maybe you can pitch these. Let's see what I can do further. I'm going to edit it so it starts a little bit more on point, or right at the beginning. No one's going to admit it. They're going to say it sounds like an espresso machine, but I bet you wouldn't have known that if I hadn't told you. Let's see. By the way, this little EQ curve is just really cutting everything except for a really narrow, mid-rangey little bandwidth there that's making this thing sound like it's on an old telephone. Do something else here for the sake of fun, because we like fun. I don't even know what this thing is. Let's see. That's a little weird. Ooh, alien talk. Why not? Not what I was thinking. Not like any of the aliens I've heard recently. Anyways, there you have it. That's using sound effects from our library. Pretty much it. All right. Have a good one.